Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on the Humble Bundle Tycoon Titan Bundle of May 2025. To help you answer the question, should you buy it? By using the links in the description below, you'll gain access to this bundle and have the opportunity to gain early access to videos by buying a coffee through Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-Fi. Your support means the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. And number 1 we have Mad Games Tycoon 2, a deep and engaging game development simulator that lets you build your dream game studio from the ground up. Starting in 1976, you'll create your own offices, hire talented staff, and develop a range of games across multiple platforms like consoles, computers, and even arcade machines. As you progress, you'll research new technologies, improve your game engines, and even create your own consoles to dominate the gaming market. What makes Mad Games Tycoon 2 unique is its level of detail and the sheer amount of freedom it offers. You can create everything, from MMOs to retro games, managing franchises, and even develop game engines for profit. Multiplayer support for up to 4 players adds a competitive or collaborative element, allowing you to sabotage or support friends in their quest to control the market. The game does not just focus on game development, it also challenges you to manage a growing business. From managing office space and employee satisfaction to navigating the competitive market, every decision has an impact. You'll need to stay ahead of trends, release hit games, and make strategic purchases of competing companies to expand your empire. With various difficulty options and a full sandbox mode, you can tailor the challenge to your liking. If you enjoy simulations with depth, strategy, and endless replayability, Mad Games Tycoon 2 is a must-play. It offers hours of fun and a great sense of accomplishment as you rise to gaming industry dominance. And number 2 we have Espresso Tycoon, a casual coffee shop simulation where you manage your own cafe, creating the perfect brew for various customer types. Starting with basic drinks like espresso and americano, you gradually expand your menu and grow your business. The game places emphasis on customer satisfaction, offering insights into how different customer classes, such as business people, hipsters, and students, prefer their drinks. As you progress, you can personalize your cafe with decor, hire baristas, and even add unique elements like latte art or ice cream toppings. The gameplay is simple, making it accessible to those new to simulation games. You can create your own coffee blends, manage stock levels, and learn how to maintain equipment. The missions, however, are rather short and can be completed quickly, which might leave you wanting more depth. While the game provides a straightforward experience, its repetitiveness can become a downside once you master the basic mechanics. Although the game's UI feels basic and the missions lack complexity, Espresso Tycoon remains addictive due to its simplicity. You don't need prior knowledge of sim games to succeed, making it perfect for casual gamers. The lack of innovation is apparent, as it follows the well-established formula found in many simulation games, but it still offers a fun, relaxing time. In the bundle, it's a good pick if you're looking for a no-stress, easygoing management experience. And number 3 we have Farm Manager 2021, an immersive farming simulation that allows you to manage every aspect of a farm, from livestock to crop production. Whether you choose the campaign, scenario, or free mode, you start by revitalizing a rundown farm. The game's campaign guides you through building the farm's foundations, focusing initially on livestock before expanding into crop production. The game excels in offering a detailed layered experience. You'll manage everything from planting fields to hiring specialized employees, and the gameplay introduces new equipment and systems as your farm grows. There's even honey harvesting, adding a fun twist to the standard farming experience. The level of detail extends to the in-game economy, where crop values fluctuate, and decisions about when to buy or sell goods matter. Despite its depth, the game can sometimes feel too gamey, with some aspects like spoilage and equipment costs being a bit unrealistic. Still, it is easy to overlook these imperfections, given the overall charm and depth the game offers. You can micromanage tasks like planting and harvesting, but if you prefer, you can assign tasks to AI-controlled employees. This flexibility ensures a relaxing pace or a more hands-on approach, depending on your preference. While the economic balance might feel slightly off at times, Farm Manager 2021 remains a highly enjoyable and rewarding experience. It is perfect for both seasoned farming sim fans and newcomers alike, delivering a fun, engaging way to build and manage your own farm. This bundle includes the Agro-Tourism DLC, adding exciting new challenges as tourists flock to your farm. It is up to you to ensure they have a memorable experience and leave satisfied with their visit. And number 4 we have Transport Fever, a railroad-focused tycoon game where you start in 1850 and build a sprawling transport empire. You lay tracks, build airports, and ship goods across land, air, and sea, all while watching cities respond and evolve dynamically to your efforts. Transport Fever challenges you to think like a true logistics mastermind. You're not just laying track, you're orchestrating massive networks that span decades of transport history. Each mission in the American and European campaigns adds historical flavor and progressively complex challenges, giving you both a goal and a sense of progression. The game shines in its sandbox mode, letting you experiment with over 120 detailed vehicles in large randomly generated maps. With upgradable infrastructure and modding support, there's no shortage of ways to customize your experience. But it's not all smooth riding. Some mechanics are unintuitive, especially around freight logistics, and the interface can feel clunky when placing objects. Crashes and lag have also been reported even on strong hardware. That said, once you get over the learning curve and maybe read a few guides, you'll uncover a richly rewarding sim experience. This is a long game, designed for players who enjoy the satisfaction of gradual mastery. You'll love it if you're into smart, deep systems where every route and vehicle matters. Whether you're optimizing a rail hub or linking industries into thriving cargo chains, Transport Fever will make you feel like the architect of an industrial revolution. And number 5 we have PlateUp. Ever imagine the chaos of running a restaurant transform into an exhilarating roguelike gaming experience? Surprisingly, it works wonders in PlateUp. This game throws you into the heart of managing your own eatery, blending frantic action with strategic decision making in a whimsical setting. In PlateUp, you'll dive into the role of a restaurant manager, starting each run with a random layout and main course selection. Your task? Seat and serve numerous customers, while managing your restaurant's layout and resources. Every day presents new challenges, as envelopes spawn, offering items for purchase to enhance your establishment. As the day begins, customers flood in, each of their unique orders and patience levels. Juggling between taking orders, preparing food, and serving guests, you'll find yourself racing against the clock to meet their expectations. Fail to keep up and your restaurant faces closure, adding a brutal twist to the gameplay. What truly elevates PlateUp is its co-op mode, where the hectic atmosphere becomes a source of endless laughter. Failing becomes part of the fun, as you and your friends navigate the chaos, adopting caricatures of your roles and finding humor in the madness. The game's easy accessibility makes it perfect for spontaneous multiplayer sessions. Despite its charm, PlateUp isn't without flaws. Inconsistencies in item grabbing and unclear mechanics can lead to frustrating moments. While single player offers a more focused experience, multiplayer shines brightest, where coordination and chaos collide in hilarious fashion. PlateUp surprises with its blend of wacky fun and strategic gameplay, offering a refreshing take on the roguelike genre. While solo play provides its own thrills, the game truly shines in multiplayer, where laughter and chaos reign supreme. Despite some hiccups, PlateUp serves up a delightful gaming experience, well worth diving into with friends. And number 6 we have Frostpunk, a gripping city-building survival strategy game set in the frozen Arctic wasteland. As the ruler of a struggling city, you must manage resources, handle crises, and make tough decisions to ensure the survival of your citizens. The game combines city-building elements with society simulation and crisis management mechanics, creating a tense and challenging experience. In the desolate 1800s world of Frostpunk, your city relies on a massive coal furnace for warmth. You'll construct buildings, gather resources, and research new technologies to keep your citizens alive in the freezing conditions. Every decision matters, as discontent and hope levels significantly impact your city's well-being. You'll face moral dilemmas, like choosing between short-term fixes and long-term solutions, or passing laws that may have adverse consequences. Frostpunk excels at immersing players in the burden of leadership. The game constantly challenges your abilities as a leader, making you weigh the needs of your citizens against harsh realities. The society simulator aspect adds depth, with the option to rule with order and discipline, or faith and spirituality, each choice affecting the people's morale. Scouting the frozen world beyond your city brings new challenges and discoveries, but it also means more responsibilities and resources needed. The game's art design and style create a captivating and grim atmosphere, depicting the struggles of a frozen world. While Frostpunk offers great replayability with different scenarios and choices, the campaign itself lasts about 45 days. The game's bird's-eye view perspective, however, prevents players from connecting closely with individual citizens, which may be a drawback for some. Overall, Frostpunk is a compelling and addictive survival management game that forces players to confront difficult choices and challenges. Its extraordinary style, engrossing gameplay, and tense atmosphere make it a standout title in the city building and strategy genre. And number 7 we have RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 Complete Edition, a classic park management sim where you build, manage, and ride your dream coasters, and it still slaps even decades later. You get full control over your theme park empire, from financial decisions, the staff, rides, and the flow of guests. Whether you're chasing scenario goals or chilling in sandbox mode, the gameplay hits that sweet spot between strategy and creativity. The coaster cam lets you write your creations, and yeah, it's still a blast seeing what kind of stomach-turning madness you can build. The Complete Edition bundles in the soaked and wild expansions, so you're not just dropping coasters, you're also designing water parks and running zoos. It is a ridiculous amount of content with over 300 rides, 500 scenery pieces, and more than enough tools to make something uniquely yours. You can even customize guests and set up fireworks and laser shows like you're running the Super Bowl halftime show. Sure, it's a little janky in places and the UI shows its age, but it runs well on modern hardware, supports widescreen 1080p, and the vibes are pure nostalgia. And despite newer theme park sims on the market, you'll keep coming back to this one because of how much freedom it gives you. If you've ever played this as a kid, it's just as fun now. And if you haven't, you're in for a goofy, creative, and addictive time. Get ready to lose hours micromanaging puke paths and building the ride of doom. And number 8 we have Farm Manager World, a deep and highly detailed farming simulation where you manage farms across the globe, balance logistics, cultivate crops, raise animals, and build your agribusiness empire. If you've ever dreamed of running a multinational agriculture operation, this is your moment. You start small, but soon find yourself juggling soil pH levels, rotating crops, handling field temperatures, and dealing with everything from greenhouse humidity to livestock health. Each biome introduces unique challenges, forcing you to adapt your farming strategy depending on the continent. There's real satisfaction in mastering this complexity, especially when you start processing goods into ready meals or pickled produce. But beware, Farm Manager World leans hard into micromanagement. If you're after a chill experience, the sheer volume of stats and upkeep might become exhausting. The revamped logistics system, intended to streamline operations, often causes more hassle than help, and you might find yourself spamming storage buildings just to keep your farm functional. Still, if you love systems-based strategy and don't mind occasional bugs or roughness, you'll likely get hooked. It's a slower burn, more simulator than arcade, and the long-term payoff is satisfying. New features like soil research, advanced machinery, and global market trading give you plenty of levers to pull. Farm Manager World may not reinvent the series, but it enriches it for hardcore fans who want more realism and less handholding. If that sounds like you, this one's worth digging into. Please note that this bundle gives you a 10% off coupon, as opposed to the game itself. And number 9 we have Frostpunk 2, a survival city builder and society sim set decades after the first game in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. You're once again managing New London, but this time, it has grown into a vast dieselpunk metropolis where you no longer place individual buildings, but entire districts. It is a striking visual shift, though you may feel more like a distant planner than a city's hands-on architect. The scale sacrifices intimacy, and your connection to the city feels weaker, especially when zooming in reveals just tiny vignettes rather than the breathing lived-in space. Still, the soul of Frostpunk 2 lies not in its construction, but in conflict. You'll grapple with bitter, unrelenting factions, each one sure it knows best, and their demands pull you in opposite directions. Make too many promises, and you will betray someone. Break too many, and you are exiled. The political maneuvering is relentless, the moral compromises constant. You might send pilgrims off to colonize new lands just to shut them up, only to see them sabotage progress. You might empower robotic police to crush crime, then wonder who you've become. Strategic decisions, like adjusting district output or finding new colonies, offer some breathing room, but the societal tension never fades. In Frostpunk 2, you're not building a city so much as wrestling with its soul. As a city builder, it is colder than its predecessor, but as a society sim, it's as bleak, brutal, and brilliant as ever. If you're ready to trade concrete roads for moral crossroads, you'll find plenty to freeze your conscience here. Please note that this bundle gives you a 35% off coupon, as opposed to the game itself. And that's all for this bundle. All in all, this bundle is definitely a niche pool, but there's fun to be had if you're into Sims and Tycoon style games. PlateUp slaps in co-op, Mad Games Tycoon 2 has that satisfying game dev grind, and RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 is a classic, even if it shows its age. Yeah, it's clear they're pushing Frostpunk 2 hype with those coupons, but there's still solid value here if you vibe with management games. Not an all-timer bundle, but a decent haul for sim heads and genre fans. Special thanks to Terry D for subscribing to the early access army, and Mr. TJ Gossage for buying the channel a coffee. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.